Hello and welcome back. I hope everyone had a great holiday season. Today I'm going to be talking about the recently released, well, say recently, it was last month now, God of War Ragnarok Valhalla DLC, free DLC, which is really good. I'm not going to be talking about the story, so I'm trying to keep away from most of those spoilers. There will be a few spoilers in this video because I'm going to be mostly talking about the gameplay. As you can see, I am a huge God of War fan, well, almost fanboy really. I have access to all of them, and I have all of them on multiple different devices as well. So this DLC, it's mostly, I would say, a roguelite in the way that it plays, because you can unlock certain powers and other attributes, and you do get to keep some of them. You can, on your runs, you can tailor Kratos to how you want, how he plays on the runs. There are certain instances where the game will push you to have certain runics, have certain abilities, and if you use those abilities, that it says that, oh, you should use this particular ability, you do get some nice bonuses. So that can influence your run as well. There are currencies which you can bring back and purchase from a quote-unquote shop, so that your health, your damage, your defense, other stuff like that, can become longer, bigger, stronger over time. So day one when you start compared to month two, or I don't know how long you play this game, your starting Kratos will be better than if you just played the game for fresh. So that's why it's more of a roguelite, I would say. So we're going to get into the game. Like I said, there will be some spoilers, but I won't be talking about the story at all. I'll let you do that, but the story is very good. I will say that though. Right. Okay then, let's get to this, shall we? Okay, so the way it's set up is the game is split up into, the DLC I should say, is split up into almost rooms or arenas, I should say. So you go through one, there are different doors, you can open different chests, and they give you different items, so you can create a particular build of how you want to play, how you want to fight. You get different runic abilities, powers, quote unquote magic. This is the first room you go into. It's always the same. And here you choose which ability you want to put this first chest attribute into. I would say that whichever one you choose, you should go down that path. So if you choose, like here, the Chaos Blades, you should really try and build around that, because most of the things it will start to give you would be pushed towards that. So the choice is yours. So you don't have to, but it would be easier on you. This second room is generally the same as well. You generally get 3 enemies here, and then once you defeat them, you get a story element, and then you pick up a story element and you open these 2 chests here. So all these symbols, it tells you in game what they're about. So here I get to choose my glyph. So depending on how I want to make this run with Kratos feel like, is depending on which glyph I'm going to take. And in this chest here, we open it up. Now here's I suppose what your magic or your runic attacks, which one you want, and you can upgrade these you can upgrade this during your run as well with the coins you pick up. So you can choose to put those coins into different attributes if you want to, but it always helps if you go through different doors. Doors have symbols, so you can choose what you want, which door you want to go into. So some have money, some have other runics, some have other stuff in there. So like I said, each door you go through, depending on what's in that room, this is how you choose your build, basically. Now you want to build Kratos for your current run. Obviously the gameplay is God of War Ragnarok gameplay, which is sublime. Not perfect, no game is perfect, but the combat is excellent. Obviously, Kratos starts at his weakest on every run, so you're building him up. So yeah, during the game you get a mid boss. They are different on different runs. This one is a light elf mini boss. Yeah, so I'm just going to show you a little bit and how I defeated, what's her name, Alva. I can't remember when she comes in the story, but yeah. I wonder if this is the librarian. No, it's probably not. But yeah, but this is one of the mini bosses. Like I said, on your runs, each room you go into, because it's a roguelite, they are different enemies in certain rooms. And for your mid bosses, you can get different mid bosses, and sometimes it depends on the story as well and where you are and how many runs you've done or haven't done as well. I'd love to finish this here. So this is another mid boss. I think these guys are they travelers or something like that they're called? So yeah, this is another one. So as you can see, different room. It's roughly the same type of environment really, isn't it? So, but you go along, they have a huge energy bar. You just have to defeat them. I believe I've got one more here. Yeah, here we go. This is the alpha werewolf. Blaton. Or is it Blaton? Blaton? Yeah. Anyway, here we boy. And you just destroy him. Take him out. Nicely done. And then you get to choose once again in your chest what you want to do. So here it's either restore some health, but I don't need to. But I want the blessings, because the blessing gives me attributes for this run. I don't keep those blessings, unfortunately. They're just for the run. And this is a runic. If you have a runic already that you want to use, or one that the game has suggested you use for higher rewards, you don't have to take this. You can press circle and forfeit it, and you just get currency instead. Or you can choose it, because sometimes the runic that it says you should choose, you don't actually have unlocked, and you can get it in these chests here. The majority of the second half of the DLC is, shall we say, Olympian themed? Yes. Challenge arenas and areas. When you first get there, you have to do, I believe it's 4 of them. Here I've got to do 6, and they're timed based. So the longer you take, the harder that they will be. You got to open up these rifts, and this was a yellow one. They're different coloured, and the colour basically tells you the difficulty. So yellow, I think is the second easiest. I think it goes blue, yellow, is it green, orange, or red? Hell, I can't even remember. But I know orange is one of the easier ones. And then you can, once you defeat it, you put your hand back in and you can choose which attribute you want to take. So sometimes what you decide here will determine if you actually get to finish this run. Here's a red one. This is one of the hardest ones, but as you can see, the green bar at the top, so it's level 1. So even though it's red is the hardest rift, it's still a level 1 on the red scale. So I believe that the longer you take, the enemies, their endurance goes up and they get stronger. Yeah, so you can have a green rift, for example, but if you're like at level 4 with it, those enemies are still going to be very hard, even though it's green and it's supposed to be one of the easiest ones. You get a variety of enemies. A lot of them you would have seen from the previous God of War games, like God of War 1, 2, 3, I don't know, Chains of Olympus, Ragnarok. Here's a blue rift, as you can see. I believe this is the easiest rift, but I'm really on a level 2 because I'm taking too long. So yeah, at this point, you should have an idea of the build that you've created and how you want to play with it. If you've been picking things at random, you may not even get past this, to be honest. So this is what I'm saying. You need to create your build, how you want to play, how you want to fight. Okay, what's this? This is a yellow one. As you can see, I'd finished all 6 of the challenges. There are more rooms than 6 of them, so you can choose whichever one you want to go into, but you just have to bear in mind that running to the different rooms, your time limit. Because I think I was on a level 4 there. And generally, the final boss would be Tyr. So this one says a bit of a spoiler. He has multiple different fighting styles, multiple different weapons he uses. So I believe the first 6 times you come up against him, he won't fight the same way. He may bring in different enemies with him. It's a very good fight, but I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not going to show the Tyr fight. Instead, I'm just going to put God of War 3 Remastered here. Like I said, I don't want to spoil anything for you. I would say definitely get the DLC. Actually, can I just have a like and a cheeky subscribe? But anyway, let's get back to it. Yeah, definitely download the DLC if you have God of War Ragnarok on, I believe, PS4 or PS5, doesn't matter which one, it's free. It's a great addition to the overall game, which is excellent. Like I said, I am a fan of all the God of War games. I have God of War Chains of Olympus, Ghost of Sparta on the PSP. I have God of War 1 and 2 on the PS2. I have God of War 3 on the PS3. I have both God of War collections on the PS3 as well, and I also have God of War 3 Remastered on the PS4. Plus, obviously, God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok. So my opinion here is biased and heavily leaning towards God of War. So, but hopefully, I've shown you what the game is like rather than just say go out and get it, or you don't even need to get it, just go out and download it. It doesn't cost anything, at least you can try it. But yeah, it's a really good DLC. God of War Ragnarok Valhalla DLC is really good. Definitely worth it. It'll probably last you anywhere between, I don't know, 3 to 12 hours, depending on how much you like the roguelite and even roguelike genre, to be honest. So yeah, that's that. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alrighty then, I'm out here, and peace!